Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of Growing Girl with B and C, Becky and
Cecilia.
And on today's episode, we are going to talk about how life has been while at our parents' place and how life has been ever since we moved out of our parents' place. And before we even continue, subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends, share with your family, share with your boyfriend.
Girlfriend.
Yeah, welcome guys. So we're good to go.
So guys, you're growing girls here,
Yay.
Becky and Cecilia. We moved out of our parents' houses, and now we want to tell you guys how life has been ever since we moved out. So I'll ask Becky the first question, and then she'll share her experience, and then I'll also share mine. So Becky, growing up, how was life like while living in your parents' house? How was life like?
Oh wow. You know, that's a huge topic. You know that.
I know.
You know that.
Yeah,
because we spent so much of our lifetime in our parents' place,
Yeah.
But just going straight to the answer, living with life was good, life was amazing. And I remember while growing with my parents, I had this one good relationship with my siblings. Me, my sisters. I have two beautiful sisters. I have two handsome brothers. And so growing up with my family, we had that good relationship. Me and my siblings, we will never snitch on each other. That was the rule. We had this one relationship. Although I came to accept this, I never had that tight and close relationship with my mom. I didn't. But I didn't have that, but life was good. Because, I spent most of my time in church. But then, guys, I'm a church girl. SDF. So I spent, spending times at church. I made most of my friends from church. It helped me a lot. It did. But living with my parents, guys, life was good. Free food, free rent, free sleep. Right now, you sleep, you wake up, 20,000 is gone. I swear, that's true. And life was good. I can say life was good. It was good. All I can remember is good times. Although not everything was good, let me tell you the truth. But it was amazing. I cannot complain. Grateful. How about you? How was your life?
I wish I had a glass of wine here.
You need to...
So guys, for me, I cannot complain that much, because definitely everything was being catered for, like everything. Of course, we all know how it is living with our parents. Of course, there's no way a mother can let you pay for the bills unless you are working and unless you volunteered to do that, right? So for me, it wasn't that good per se. It wasn't that good, but I'm grateful because in one way or the other, maybe my mother saw that this is the good way to bring me up. By the way, I've been brought up by a single mom, so I felt like okay, that was later after I moved out, after nimepitia mambo mengi kwa life. So that time I was like, okay, my mom hated me, that is why ABCD was happening and all that. But now I came to learn more and more, and then I'm like, maybe that was the best way for her to bring me up, you get me? So I cannot complain that much, but I didn't have a very good relationship with my mother. Like, I really wished, like, you see, like the way girls are with their mothers, like you can be free with your mom.
My mom is
you
my
can tell
best
your
friend.
mom, yeah, my mom is my best friend. I love her. I can tell her anything. You know, it's every girl's dream to have such a mother. But as for me, I didn't get that. But I am not complaining. As I said, I am not complaining. I am really grateful for her because she was really doing a lot, considering she was a single mom. She is a single mom. Yeah. So
I think she did her best.
Yeah, she did her best.
Can I ask you?
Yes.
Do you regret anything?
Regret anything?
Like, do you wish that you had maybe a different a different relationship with your family or your mom. Maybe you ever wish to be raised with a super dad. You know, she was a single mom. She is a single mom. Do you wish if it was the other way around? Or do you regret that you had to go through all that journey?
I feel like if it was the other way around, it could have been worse than.
You are not complaining or anything?
Yeah.
You're just...
I'm not complaining.
Also, babe, you know, I feel people have different life journeys. Different. Mine can be that. Your story can be different. And that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
But one thing, in as much as we would like to say that was their best way of bringing us up, but I feel like there are some things, like, how do I even... Like, some things went overboard. Some things went overboard, and you see, there's that pain. You still carry that pain, but now, what can you do? There's nothing you can do because she's still your mother. So, regardless, we have to love them the way they are and give them the utmost respect and take care of them and everything without judging from the past.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when and how did you realize that, oh my God, I need to move out?
Ooh. When and why?
When and why? I need to move out. It's time.
It's time for me to
move out. When and why?
Oh God, I remember. It was immediately after getting my national identity card. Is it national identity card or identification card? Identification.
Yeah.
Not identity card.
Identity card is the same.
It's the same. Yeah. Okay. So I remember like it was hell. I've completed my 4th year in not in campus, in high school, and then I'm at home. And then my mom is like, you need to go for college and all that, but there's no money at the moment, so you start with this business, do this as small business. And then we started with that. As time went by, I applied for my ID, and then it took like a week. It took like a week. So I remember when I went to apply, I met a friend there, and then we exchanged contacts. So later on she texted me asking me, hey, umepata message ya kwenda kuchukua ID? I'm like, no. Then I turned back to my mom, is it possible mtu mlienda kuapply ID na yeye atumwe message kwanza mbele yangu? Wow, my mother was like, depends with what you went to do there.
Now it's a different story.
That's a different story kabisa. I was like, wow, what do you mean by that? So she told me, you better get out of this house, go confirm. So you know, kwenye mlienda kuapply, go back. I had to go back, and then they were like, if you've not gotten the message, then you have to wait, or you can go to Changamwe police station. So I went there, and that's how I got my ID. Then I went back home, I showed my mom, and then she was like, okay. So that week we had so many disagreements, like so many misunderstandings, and then I told her, you know what, mom, it's not a must for me to stay in your house, because definitely you're not giving me peace, I'm not giving you peace. I need to move out.
Oh, you just had to.
Yeah, I just had to. Yeah, and then I went. But she didn't know. She didn't know that I went. She went to work, and then she didn't. When she came back at night, she was trying to kubishia me. I opened the door for her, but no one was in the house. So she opened the door, and then she texted me. She called that night. I didn't even pick the calls. She told my brother. My brother called. I didn't pick the call until the next morning. My mom texted. She kept on texting, like they always say. I carried you for 9 months. Like they always say. And then like it is a lot. It's such a long story, but I have to cut it short. So she told me that you need to come back home. I'm like, no, of course I'm not coming back home.
And you didn't go back?
Wait. Relax.
Oh my God.
So I was like, I can't come back home and all that. Then she went, I don't know what offices, blah blah blah, to deal with children. And then she was told she's not a child anymore. She has a ID, so you cannot call her a child. What you need to do is you find out where she is, go report to the, what do we call these people, mzee wa mtaa.
Oh.
Go report that there's a girl here that she's like this and that, you see. So my mom came, she went to see the mzee wa mtaa. Actually it was mama mtaa, and then mama mtaa was like, it's fine, if we see anything wrong we will definitely let you know, or we will take action, you get me. Yeah, so definitely when someone reports you to someone else, what does that mean? That they feel like you're going to cause damage over there, you get me. They feel like you're going to cause damage over there. That is why the mama mtaa told her, if we see anything we will definitely take action. So now my mom came, we went for that meeting. It was my mom, my brother and 2 of my cousins against 1. Yeah, so we talked, and then she's like, come back home, and then if you need to move out, at least I will give you a mattress, I'll give you a sufuria, you go start your life. Then I was like, okay, I'll give it a thought. And then later on I went back home. Like after a week I went back home. I remember it was a time like this. No, it was heading December. It was December.
It was festive season.
Yeah. And then she's like, I do not want to spend the Christmas alone, so just come home. So I went back home. We were good and all that until is it February or March? February, March 2019. February, March 2019. There we started again. We started quarreling, fighting and all that. Then I was like, I need to go.
It's about time.
Yeah, then I left. I remember that time she had a leso. She removed it and told me, mwanamke haendangi pali bila leso. Then she gave it to me. Yeah, and then that is how I went. But we stayed for long, like almost 4 to 5 months without talking to each other until I went.
How old were you?
19. Jeez.
Oh my God.
Until I had to go back home to talk to her. Like, okay, she called me. She's like, come back home, we need to talk. I'm not asking you to move back, but just come, we have this talk. So I had to go back home, we talked, and then we were good. Up to now we are good.
So when you moved the second time, that's when you moved out?
Yeah, that's when I moved out from since 2019 up to date. So we've been having ups and downs until she came to terms with, I am a grown up, I can take care of myself, so she doesn't need to worry. Of course she needs to worry, but not that much, because I'm not a kid. I've seen it all, even if not all, but I have seen it. Yeah,
I think you matured at an early age.
Say that again.
And your story gets me emotional.
Say that again.
Every time you tell me about how your relationship has been or was with your mom, it gets me emotional. For me, mine, I'm a girl. I'm blessed to be raised by both my parents, dad and mom, and we are a nuclear family. It's called a nuclear. And you know how it is hard for girls to move out.
Yeah, I know.
Especially if you are from a nuclear family. It's easy for men. I think it's easier for boys to move out.
Yeah,
very easy.
Yeah.
But for us, it's very easy for men. For me, it's a different story. Actually, I just moved out this year. This year? Yeah, it's 2023. I mean,
Excuse me?
Guys, body 2022, mind 2023.
Excuse me?
It was this year, 2022. It was this year. And mine was a different story. However, I always wanted to move out. Like, it was on my mind, I will move out one day. It was like, you ever have a dream?
Yeah.
You always have this little dream in your head. So I always knew although my dad was like against it. No, you are a girl, you have to stay till you get married.
Yeah,
You know the
married.
vibes.
Utakuja kuchukuliwa kwa nyumba
Kwa
yangu.
nyumba. Exactly. That's how they say it. But I got lucky. I got my job from a different city, of which it's far from home. It's like 1.5 hours. So that was an advantage to me. I think to any girl who is watching this episode, if you are struggling with maybe you're struggling with dealing with your mom, maybe you and your mom or you and your parents, you don't have a good relationship, or with your siblings, the best thing to do is to move out.
But move out when you know you have a job.
Exactly.
Okay.
You can take care of yourself.
You can take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Because there's we will talk about that.
Bills. I know. But it's amazing. The journey has been good. Honestly, it's been good for me. It has. But my relationship with my parents, ever since I moved out, and it's been good. I love it. Yeah. Now I think there is more respect and better communication.
Thank you.
Good communication and respect. That's the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Move
Of
out.
course, they have to respect the fact that we have decided to be on
Yeah,
our
and
own.
also, babes, I think the moment that you show your parents that you can do this, that mom, I can take care of myself, I can just show them that you can. Trust me, they'll believe in you. Yeah.
The other day, there's something you were talking about, like living alone. What's your fear?
Oh my God, guys! I remember the other day I was telling Cecilia. It was yesterday night. We were talking outside your. Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
We talked for long, till 1 a.m. It was such a good one. We were having this conversation with Cecilia here, and I was telling her I always have this fear. I mean, ever since I moved out, I have this fear of failure. I have it, babe. I'm like, oh my God. So tomorrow, or if I don't have money to, I don't know. I have this fear. Or if tomorrow, what will happen? Oh my God. Will I do this? Will I have the energy to wake up? Will I have the energy to push? Will I be able to do this and this? I have that fear, and I don't know how to cope up with that, honestly. I have it deep down.
Yeah.
But I believe in myself. I do. It's just fear of failure.
Yeah, I do have
Fear
that.
of failure.
But now, I do have that as well. But
do?
now, what I always say, let me live the moment.
Thank you.
Yeah, because if I
Be
start
present.
if I start worrying about tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, of course I won't get anywhere. So just live in the moment.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're
and
right.
stop worrying about tomorrow.
You're right.
Yeah. Now that we've moved out, of course, there have been ups and downs, disadvantages, advantages.
Definitely.
Yeah, so we will talk about them in our next video. So stay tuned.
And guys, subscribe so that we can come back for more content.
Comment, share with your relatives.
Bye guys. See you in our next episode.
Girlfriend.
Shout out. Drum rolls. Our director himself.
Director Hamilton.
Amangalia. Mia.
aka
Celeb SD. That's
celeb. Bye guys.
Ciao. Mwah. Ciao.